Hi friends, welcome to the business studies class. Today in this module we are going to learn about the term statutory corporation. A statutory corporation or a public corporation is a body corporate set up under a special act of the parliament or of the state legislature. It is known as a statutory corporation because it is created by a statute. The statute defines its objects, powers, and functions. It is an autonomous body fully financed by the government. Some examples of statutory corporation are Air India, Life Insurance Corporation of India, Employees State Insurance Corporation, and Central Warehousing Corporation. A statutory corporation is a public enterprise brought into existence by a special act of parliament. The act defines its powers and functions, rules and regulations governing its employees and its relationship with government departments. This is a corporate body created by the legislature with defined powers and functions and is financially independent with a clear control over a specified area or a particular type of commercial activity. It is a corporate person and has the capacity of acting in its own name. Statutory corporations therefore have the power of government and considerable amount of operating flexibility of private enterprises. Now we are going to learn about the important features or characteristics of statutory corporation. The first important characteristics or feature of statutory corporation is it is a corporate body. It is an artificial person created by the law and it is a legal entity. Such corporations are managed by the board of directors constituted by the government. A corporation has a right to enter into contracts and can undertake any kind of business under its own name. A statutory corporation is a body corporate and can sue and be sued and enter into the contract and acquire the property in its own name. Then second point is owned by state. State provides helps to such corporations by subscribing to the capital fully or wholly. It is fully owned by the state. Third point is answerable to the legislature. A statutory corporation is answerable either to parliament, legislature or state assembly, whosoever creates it. Parliament has no right to interfere in the working of statutory corporation. It can only discuss policy matters and overall performance of the corporation. In the case of statutory corporation, the employees are not government servants even though the government owns, manages a corporation. Employees of various operations receive balanced or uniform pay and benefits by the government. They are recruited, remunerated, and governed as per the rules laid down by the corporation. This type of enterprise is usually independently financed. It obtains funds by borrowing from the government or from the public through revenues derived from the sale of goods and services. It has the authority to use its revenues. The management of the statutory corporation is vested in a board of directors appointed or nominated by the government. There is no government interference in the day-to-day working of the corporation. The main objective of the corporation is to serve the public. It is expected to be self-supporting or even to earn reasonable profits. A statutory corporation has its own staff. Their appointment, remuneration, and service conditions are decided by the corporation itself. Its employees are not government servants and civil service rules are not applicable to them. A public corporation has an independent financial structure. It is authorized to plow back its profits. It can borrow money and adopt an independent financial policy. It is not subject to the budgetary, accounting, and audit controls are applicable to the government departments. In spite of administrative and financial autonomy, a public corporation is fully accountable to the parliament or state legislature. Its annual report is submitted to and discussed in the parliament. Its accounts are audited by the comptroller and the auditor general. Next, we are going to learn about the important merits of statutory corporation. First point is initiative and flexibility. Operations and management of a statutory corporation is done independently without any government interference with its own initiative and flexibility. Statutory corporations enjoy independence in their functioning and a high degree of operational flexibility. They are free from undesirable government regulations and control. Operations and management of a statutory corporation is done independently without any government's interference with its own initiative and flexibility. Second point is administrative autonomy. A public corporation is able to manage its affairs with independence and flexibility. Then third merit is quick decision making. A public corporation is relatively free from red tapeism when there is less file work or less formality to be completed before taking decisions. A statutory corporation is free from prohibitory rules applicable to the expenditure of public funds. It can take prompt decisions and quick actions. It can easily adjust to a change in technology and market conditions. It has less red tapeism and fewer bureaucratic procedures. Next important merit is service motive. The activities of the public corporation are discussed in the parliament. This ensures the protection of the public interest. Next point is efficient management. The directors and top executives of a statutory corporation can be drawn from efficient occupations. Professionals and experts can be appointed at important positions in the corporation. When changes in the government do not affect its stability, it can take long-term policy decisions. It can be run in a business-like manner. These are the important merits of statutory corporation. Thank you.